Good morning, this is Gracie Opulenza. Gracie Opulenza in Rome. And I live in Tuscany, and Tuscany's really dropped in temperature. At night, it's dropped at 7 degrees. And I'm here in Rome, Gracie Opulenza in Rome. And Emily in Paris is now going to be coming into Rome. Look at this. This is what I love about Rome. It's an open air museum. Isn't that just phenomenal? So to give you a background, Rome, over the different changes of leadership, they just cemented it over. So when excavation or when a new metro line's being built, they start digging, and then the engineers in Rome discover this. So therefore construction comes to a halt. Isn't that just fabulous? So ever wonder what's underneath this? Wonder no more. Now, Rome is getting ready for the Jubilee, so everything is under scaffolding or in construction. It's absolutely, from a tourism front, a little bit frustrating because you're coming across this, but this is all to do with the new metro system being built, and Rome really should be full on public transport, no cars. Could you imagine if it was all electric like China or Asia? But that's not going to happen anytime soon. Now, what happens when you leave a very cold Tuscany very early in the morning, and then today in Rome, that's an ambulance, by the way, does my head in. It just continuously goes through the night. Hold on, I'm going to turn it off. I know. When you hear that sound, get out of the way. Here it comes, here it comes. It's such a ridiculous sound. Right, so what happens when you leave Tuscany and it's really cold, you come to Rome, it's going to be 24 degrees. Pedestrian. Oh, look at that. So when you're walking the streets of Rome, as I said, it's an open air museum. Isn't that fabulous? So anyway, I've left Tuscany. It was really cold. Woke up this morning and thought it's going to be 24 degrees. So I'm doing a little bit Emily in Paris on a very colourful front. I'm just, look, oh, that's all construction for the metro. So normally you can walk up there. I did in the pandemic. Look, I've got my keys. I'm just going for a walk while the family's sleeping, and I'm just walking around. So I've raided my teenager suitcase this morning, and I've got, these are from Australia. I love these socks. This is Ben Hart, Italy, so you can find Ben in Florence and Lucca and in the US. This is the skirt, a pleated skirt. I mean, how much colour can one just have? And then this is a Philip Plein t-shirt. As I said, today is going to be 24 degrees, and I just don't want to be too hot because I'm menopausal and it's going to be warm. And then I've got this cardigan, which is from a brand called Jaspal in Thailand, Bangkok, Koh Samui. And then I've got my silk Salvatore scarf Look at that. Isn't that amazing? So when you walk Rome, always look up. And I'm just going to come around the corner. I'm not going to walk there. Well, I could, I guess. But I won't walk here because I know later my family will walk. Yes, that is not roadblocks, as my daughters said. That is the Colosseum. Look at this. So going for a walk. As I said, what do you do when you leave Tuscany? It's really cold and you only throw in winter clothes. And then I've had to raid my teenager daughter's suitcase. And because I'm menopausal and I'm hot, and it's only 7:30 in the morning and it's going to be 24 degrees. Fantastic, isn't it? Just like Rome. You can hire an electric scooter. If you want to keep fit, walk. Make sure you have good walking, stylish shoes. That's a Colosseum in the background. We're not going to walk right up there, but I do want to cross here. As I said, Rome is an open air museum and it's just phenomenal. And obviously after the Roman era had fallen, each leader put their own stamp, and it's very common when digging underground in Rome that you come across history and artifacts. So under here could be that, and they only discover it when they start digging down, and 9 times out of 10 if they're excavating or building a metro. And I guess there's no technology to really understand what is going on, but isn't that amazing? Look at this. Go for a jog and then you're looking at this historical fact. Just unbelievable. It's not a movie set. Well, it can be a movie set, and I laugh when, like yesterday, someone goes, oh gosh, it's like, you know, they were talking about it's a movie set. It's not a movie set. Call to action, you're in Rome. Rome. I'll just say it again, Rome. This isn't Emily in Rome, Emily in Paris. This is Rome. This is just what Rome looks like. I want to go over there, so I'm going to be really cheeky and I'm going to run. Look at that. So you can rent these scooters, but definitely rent at own risk. I wouldn't. It's really Roman. The traffic is crazy. Here we are again. Isn't that phenomenal? Are you entertained? Isn't that just mind-blowing? And you can get tickets to walk around here. It's just out of this world. As I said, Rome, once it fell, over the years, as leaders do, and as you'll find all over Italy, they put their stamp on it, and they literally just buried artifacts, which is insane if you think about it. Let me zoom into that. So definitely get your good walking shoes on in Rome and just explore, as I said. And you can get electric scooters, which in fact I would recommend. If you woke up at 6 a.m, the traffic's less full on, and it's a brilliant way to go around Rome. And the Colosseum is way in the distance there, but I'm not going to walk there because I've got a lot of walking to do today, and I know I'm going to be doing this again. You can climb this, which is phenomenal. I don't know if you can climb it because of the construction. You can go right up to the top. You can even have a nice prosecco or a wine or a panini. Isn't it amazing? And there you can see, I'll just zoom in, the Colosseum. And I'm not walking there because I'm going to be walking there a little bit later. Isn't it amazing? So what happens when you leave Tuscany and it's cold and you only pack one set of item, because I'm going back to Tuscany today, you raid your teenager daughter's bag and this is what you end up with. There's socks from Australia, leather, Ben Hart, I don't know where this is from, Philip line, cardigan from Bangkok. So east meets west, and then you team it with the Salvatore Ferragamo silk vintage scarf. I'm menopausal, so anything cotton and silk is probably the best. And also layering. The art of menopause is a layering. And just here, Foro di Traiano. Look. I know, look, that's a road. That's where the cars go. And then this is what you're looking at. Phenomenal, isn't it? Open air museum, it's just brilliant. As I said, you can rent these scooters, which they look ugly in the sense of just being dumped. Got a hop on and off bus. I think Rome has to really redefine and reinvent itself regarding mass tourism, and this is messy, but it's one way. They've got a hop on, a hop off bus, which I think Rome, and it's not going to happen because Italy is really fighting against electric. In fact, Italy and Germany are. I work in the car industry as well, and these do look messy. It's a great photo, but I get it. And then you got your bike as well. I'm walking back. So Italy is fighting against electric cars, but I think it's a city that should be full on public transport continuously. It does have a ZDL, which is already in function. I think the hop on off bus should go as a business, and just continuous buses, electric buses should just dominate. Get rid of those hideous hop on off buses and just have a full on electric transport buses. You could just replicate an open top and do it that way. These are dangerous, but they're great for the youth. And that's what I think. And I think the whole city, it's not going to happen for a long time soon. The whole city should go full on electric, just because Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, Hoi An, and many parts of China are full on electric. Koh Samui's should be full on electric in Thailand, but it's not. Bangkok as well. And then it just makes the city a lot quieter. I'm on a very busy road and it's just horrendous. Look at this. I'm just going to come up here. So that's my thoughts on Rome. Really are behind the 8 ball in regards to, isn't it phenomenal? But we're a long way off, because electric charge and batteries and whole debate on whether electric cars are really economical, as in the sense of eco-friendly. Look at that. I'm just going to zoom in there. Oh, look, she's got... There you go. That's one way of taking a photo of yourself. Look at that. What amazes me is I have all this tech. I have gimbals, and I always leave them home because I just don't want to carry so much. Isn't that just phenomenal? Highly recommend walking Rome very early in the morning. You're not going to avoid, well, this later will be, but let me go here. Isn't it just mind-blowing? What do you do when you leave your clothes and in Tuscany it's cold and you raid your teenager's wardrobe? This is what you end up looking like. Let's go up. Look at this. Menopause, walking is fantastic. Low intensity exercise, good walking shoes. Isn't that just amazing? As I said before, after the Roman Empire had fallen, which reigned for over 600 years, just mind-blowing, new leaders would just literally cement over, tarmac over, just cover over artifacts. So when Rome is digging for new roads or new buildings or new metro systems, they always come across phenomenal artifacts like this. I'm not saying that this was ever... Well, yeah, I'm sure parts of this was buried and they've dug it up and then they've turned it into a open air museum. Colosseum's that way. As I said, I'll go there later again. I've been in the Colosseum. It's on my YouTube, and it's got a new lift system in there, so very able for the Imperial for disability people. The Imperial from the middle acts of the present. Look at this. It's just amazing. It's awe-inspiring. I mean, look, I'm going to walk around here, why not? I'm just going to come up higher. I'm just going to go, I'm going to step up. Whoa, good for menopause, yes. The strength of your legs get weaker, so don't go to the gym or do lightweight and get strength in your legs. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that phenomenal? Look at the pillar, 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 pillar. Oh. Walking shoes. No, I just, when I'm walking or I'm doing business in Rome, I always say let's go for a walk or a passeggiata. So we're just going to go around. I'll see you a bit later. When you're in Rome, walk good walking shoes. These are Ben Hart slip-ons. Ben Hart, Tuscan brand. And yeah, they're doing the job. They're working well. You want to look stylish. Isn't it brilliant? So if you want to know why my videos and Rome is under scaffolding, the Jubilee that kicks off in December goes for a year. And so they're preparing it for that. Isn't that just incredible? Gonna go this way. And therefore, they're cleaning it all up. I highly suggest coming into Rome during the Jubilee because it'll be spotless and clean. Rome suffers from mass tourism. I'll just give you an idea. This will all be away. Well, that metro system, I don't know if they're going to finish that for the Jubilee because that's in December and they sort of kind of need to, because it's going to be a ticket system walking up to Piazza España, walking up to the Trevi Fountain, because it's just going to be too many tourism. But just have a look at this. Nothing in the world like Rome. Look at this door. Good morning, olive trees. So I live amongst 10,000 olive trees in Tuscany. I always touch the olive tree. Look at that. Beautiful. And these doors will be 1,000, 2,000 years old. I mean, that's... How many hands have walked through these doors? What's the history? What's the anointing? What's the gifting? And on that note, my beautiful people, I'll leave you with good morning, Roma. Gracie opulenza in Rome. Buongiorno.